I mean, you couldn't see me before, so you probably ain't gonna be able to see me now. But if you can, take a look.
Used to be a kid in Garofalo where the crack and dope had a hold of half a folk. Bag the coke and pass the roach. Parents broken addicts, yo, arguing what happened so much that I would rather go hang out over Darren's home. Mad alone or shatter bones. Over here we cracking domes. After shows smashing hoes. Only wearing half the clothes. Peep the pyroclastic flow. Speak my mind and raps I wrote. Deep inside they have to know the reason I've lasted. Oh, look at me now. I turn around and found a tragic road. On and on the traffic goes. All along I'm sad and so that's your own fault. They tell me pass the chrome. Call the celly. Someone's gotta die tonight. That kind of life is not for every ear to your hair. Empty your beer on the sidewalk and I talk and let it be clear. I'm up against all odds and friends couldn't be found. If you defend my cause, come on, look at me now.
Look at me now, would you be proud? Could it be how I stood my ground when I was down? Friends on around, ahead of the crowd. Look at me now, look at me now. Would you be proud? Could it be how I stood my ground when I was down? Friends on around, ahead of the crowd. Look at me now.
All my friends are dead or addicted to drugs. I kick it with thugs. You wanna know the shit that he does? I live in the dub, sitting in pubs, spitting in clubs. You listen because you know the wickedness was me, trying to do right despite the lack of light in my life. I'm back in sight in a fight with Jack and Mike in a fight. I'll smack a dyke and be like I'm quick handed. Sit stranded and kids landing on 6 Xanax. This man is a wish granted. My sick plan is get hammered and shit's damaged. Forget manners, weighing $1.50. Able to bust quickly. Pain of a stuck kid be explained when I rush this beat. Saying I'm nuts, is he? Praying the slugs miss me. Haters in love if we were laying in blood stiffly. Up against all odds and friends couldn't be found. If you defend my cause, come on, look at me now.
Look at me now, would you be proud? Could it be how I stood my ground when I was down? Friends on around, ahead of the crowd. Look at me now, look at me now. Would you be proud? Could it be how I stood my ground when I was down? Friends on around, ahead of the crowd. Look at me now.
I'm unapologetic, someone call a medic. Wanna stall this head is thinking alcohol or get it's last time to fuck with me. That's fine, it's company, chastising suddenly. That's why you're done with me and underneath the jealousy of everything I've come to be. It's fun to see you come to me, cause everyone to some degree is double-crossing agnostic when the profit is costing. Many lost in some boxing and plenty popping the rotten in a room with the lights off. Mood as my life's lost. I remember when I never knew what the price of a liter of liquor was. No need to be getting drunk. When I was 17, heaven seemed to be missing from my lives. Led me to violence inside Jesse and Ryan's, hiding from the cops, and mom said to be silent. Up against all odds, my friends would have been down. If you defend my cause, come on, look at me now.
Look at me now, would you be proud? Could it be how I stood my ground when I was down? Friends on around, ahead of the crowd. Look at me now, look at me now. Would you be proud? Could it be how I stood my ground when I was down? Friends on around, ahead of the crowd. Look at me now.
Now take a look at yourself, and when you do, remember what it took for you to get to this point. If what you want in life isn't worth fighting for, then it really isn't worth having at all. Never let them see you stress. Keep doing you, and focus on what's true.